So this is Thich Nhat Hanh. It's from the book You Are Here, Discovering the Magic of the Present Moment. I love this little book. Listening to a Dharma talk is also a practice. When you are hearing a teaching, you should sit in such a way that peace, relaxation, and ease are possible. Don't struggle. Just open yourself to allow the Dharma to penetrate you, the way rain penetrates soil. You should not use intellect to receive the Dharma. Instead, open your physical body to the Dharma so that it can penetrate every cell of your body. Intellect is not everything. The intellect can be like a sheet of plastic covering the earth, preventing the rain of Dharma from penetrating the ground of your being. The ground of your being contains lots of seeds, and it needs the rain to penetrate deeply into it. So do not use only the intellect. Do not compare and discriminate. Just open up to the Dharma rain and let it penetrate you. Let the Dharma enter into you freely, and the positive seed in you will be touched and have a chance to sprout. Give your intellect a vacation and let your body and the depths of your consciousness receive the Dharma. So let's do that. Does anybody have any questions about this process or anything before we start? We're good? Okay. It's weird having everybody muted because it's so quiet. I'm like, Spirit, we thank you for this beautiful community that we're fortunate enough to be a part of this weekend. We're grateful for the connections we have with one another and for the way we hold one another up in love. I'd like to call upon my family of light and the family of light of all the participants of this circle to be here to surround us in love and light, support and protection as we receive guidance and wisdom for our highest good. And so I call upon whatever angels would like to assist us in this process. We welcome you. I call upon our spirit guides to join us and guide us and help us to an open place where we may receive this wisdom. I call upon the master teachers to also be here to support us and guide us. I call upon our ancestors and loved ones who have crossed over to join us and be a part of this love. And I call upon Mother Earth and all of her creatures, the elementals, and any beings of love and light that go unnamed that would like to be here for support. Thank you. I ask to enter this channeling with humility, with openness, with love and gratitude. Please guide my words and allow me to lead with my heart. And so the first thing that I'm seeing and hearing is the beat of an ancient drum. It's steady and strong and calls us back, back, back to the beginning of ceremony, the beginning of when humanity first began to gather to praise, to unify in a circle. And there's a man and woman here. They're indigenous, dark skin, and they're standing with the drum between them. The man beating the drum, the woman moving and undulating. They carry the energy of the first woman and the first man to have led their people in spiritual gathering. I want you to take a moment to hear the beat of the drum in your consciousness, feeling your heart, the beating of your heart echoing that ancient drum, feeling your energy pulsing and matching the ancient rhythm. And they want to speak together as we. We come to call you back, 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 back before remembrance, before recorded time. And though no minds remember, all of your hearts remember these beautiful beginnings when human consciousness opened to remember and understand our connection with the divine, to understand that we on earth are here, but that does not make us separate from the one. For back then, we did not feel a separation. We did not feel us and them. We did not feel humans and God. We did not feel humans and animal, humans and earth, humans and other. We felt the oneness. And this is something we wish to wrap you in, to call you home to remember. For the oneness is a sacred truth that you all carry within you. It is only your mind that forgets it. And so by feeling the beat of your heart, by remembering the rhythm of the ancient drum that matches the beat of the universe's heart, you can call yourself back. You can rejoin this rhythm. And you can become one once again, not only with us, not only with God, but with each other, with the earth, with each creature on it. Even beyond the earth, with the stars, with beings beyond your imagination. The oneness is more vast than you can even comprehend. So why do we call you back to the oneness? We do this to help you heal the divisions in your heart. You divide yourself into so many different places in your mind. You separate your personality from your heart, and your heart from your spirit, and your intellect, all of it in little separate pieces. And then you wonder why you do not feel harmonious in your daily living. More than that, you separate yourself from your neighbor, from your fellow human, from all of these parts of you. And how can you not feel heartbroken when you are separated from parts of yourself? It is not necessary to feel this pain and suffering. It is not necessary to feel that things are so unjust. The reason you feel this way is because of the separateness you are living in. And so we call you back to the oneness, to the rhythm, to the folds of the heart of the universe. Let it embrace you. And know that when you are part of the oneness, you are never alone. When you are part of the oneness, you are never always right. You are never always wrong. When you are part of the oneness, you do not feel right or wrong, yes or no, far or near, happiness or grief. You do not feel the duality because you know when you are in the oneness that all of it is you. And so there cannot be good or bad. There's only what is. You wonder why bad things happen to good people, for instance. But it only seems this way when you are in separateness. When you are in oneness, you know that all things are happening to all creatures at once because all creatures are you. And so we all suffer. We all rejoice. We all triumph. We all fail. We all grow. All together. Even when you look upon someone that you perceive as your enemy, you will not feel so heartbroken or angry when you remember that they are you. Look upon someone who is suffering and say, that is the part of us that is suffering. Look upon someone who has a large amount of success or money and say, that is the part of us that is thriving. Look upon someone in an act of service and say, that is the part of us that is serving. And so all things exist at once. And the universe does not see good or bad, it sees only balance. And when all things exist at once, and when you are part of all things, there is always that balance. For we would not feel the joy of the good without the balance of the sorrow and darkness. We would not understand the light if we had never been behind the veil. It is all part of the same experience. And so the reason we ancient ones come to talk to you is to help you remember to look far and long. We have not lived on earth for longer than you can imagine. But we are still part of the oneness. When you are caught up in the struggles of the moment, in a bad day or week or month or year, if you can remember that you are as ancient as we, and that you are part of the oneness that will go on forever, the struggle of the day or week or month or year does not seem so large. And so when you struggle and suffer as you may, as you will, and when you celebrate as you will, remember to go back to the beating of the heart, that with awareness can come back into time with the beating of the universal heart, the beating of the drum that was at the first ceremony, the first praising of Spirit of God. And you will be taken back to the remembrance that you are the oneness. And you can trust that all is as it should be. This is the truth. We honor you and thank you for welcoming us. Place your hand on your heart. See if you can find a rhythm there, whether it's your actual heart beating or the rhythm of your energy moving. Just imagine that ancient part of you calling you back to the beginning of time. Remember how ancient you are. You have always existed and you always will exist. Just feeling that rhythm match up with the rhythm of the universe, of God, of the oneness. It's reassuring you that you are where you're supposed to be, that you always have a home in this rhythm. It's the sound of steady love. Let's take a deep breath together. Blowing out. I'm just going to count to 5, bringing us back to the moment, back to our bodies, back to ourselves, into the circle. When I reach 5, you'll open your eyes, feeling present and aware and clear and refreshed. 1, 2, 3, 4,